Hey guys, how are you? It's Valentine's. I got my whole setup here. So let me go live. And this is hilarious, but I love this whole get up. Okay, so this thing allow me to flip the thing? I think it doesn't. Okay. Hey guys, how are you? I'm in this, so let me kind of get some background. So I bought my glasses and my heart little things. I bought these beginning of February. I was waiting for the perfect time to wear them. So I think this is the perfect time. So yeah, anyway, got my a little glitter, a little goon, but a whole lot of God t-shirt from Courtney. Shout out to Courtney. Shout out to Virtuously Dope. Okay, got my Virtuously Dope. Little glitter, little goon, whole lot of God. Okay, gotta have that. So I'm ready to go. I have some food in the oven. And so for that main fact, we won't be on here long because I have food in the oven. So thank God for food in the oven. Put you in a nice time. So we have 30 minutes together. Let's get into this on how to build a kingdom business that lasts. Okay, this is very important. I had a coaching call. I have had several tonight, and started at 6 and ran until 10/10:30. Had another mini one afterwards. And one of the things that we discussed on my very last coaching call, I was with Erica, and we had such a good coaching call, so good. And while we were talking, I was like, you know, I need to do a live on this. Let me take these off because y'all gonna think I'm a joke. There we go. Okay. There's my glasses though. So I was like, you know, I really need to do a live on this. She was like, yeah. I was like, yes. So we're going to do this live. Again, this is on how to build a kingdom business that lasts. I just want to bring just some points that I really believe every entrepreneur should focus on. If you hear my nephew, it's because he's trying to fight sleep. So you may hear him from time to time because he's trying to fight sleep. So let's get into this. These are the 5. We're going to go over 5 ways, 5, to build a kingdom business that lasts, okay? So let's go right into it. The first one is a 9 to 5 is your foundation and it's not a hindrance. A lot of people always says a little glitter, a little goon, a whole lot of God. Yeah, you know, it's funny. If you just see this, you really need to see the last part because the last part makes this make sense. So if you just see a little glitter and a little goon, it's kind of like, Gigi, are you okay? I'm not a thug. It says a whole lot of God right there. Okay, so, but again, your 9 to 5 is your foundation. It's not a hindrance. And one of the things that I hear a lot of entrepreneurs say is stuff like, oh, I hate my 9 to 5. You know, my 9 to 5 is killing me. And, you know, I just cannot wait. And I'm sure, you know, many of you cannot wait to leave it, but you need to change how you see your 9 to 5. The reason why many of you jump ship from your 9 to 5 too soon is because of the way you process your 9 to 5. And your 9 to 5 is your foundation. It is actually a saving grace because what it does is it presents for you a way to have income coming in to really have as capital for your business if you want to be an entrepreneur. I am really against hearing you know, entrepreneurship coaches and gurus say stuff like, you know, you just need to leave your job and you know your job is just sucking you dry and all this foolishness. And you know, when I hear people talk like that, it's really because they want you as a client. I'm just going to tell you the truth for honesty. They want you as a client. So they want you to get all excited about leaving your 9 to 5, leaving your job so you can hire them. And I'm all for, you know, entrepreneurship transfer, we call it like transformational coaches that help you leave your 9 to 5 to start your business. I'm there. Okay, cool. But many of you are leaving your jobs prematurely because you're all into the whole, you know, I hate it. It's time for me to leave. Well, as much as you may hate it, I promise you that if you change the way that you saw your 9 to 5, you probably would have a better perspective and you probably would enjoy your job more. Yeah. Even if people are crazy, you need to change the way that you see your job. Your 9 to 5 is going to help you with your business. It provides income for your business. It also is a blessing, and I'm going to tell you why. It is a blessing because I really believe that God, when he gives you a job, especially a job where you do not work for yourself and you work for someone else, it gives you the ability to show forth your leadership skills before you decide that you want to go out here and lead people. If you cannot lead effectively on your job, don't talk about how you want to go out here and transform the world. Many of us, and this is just the truth, we hate our 9-to-5s because we're not disciplined. And you don't like the fact that someone is leading you. That's just what it is. So me having a 9-to-5, of course, I don't have a 9-to-5 anymore. But when I did have a 9-to-5, when I was working for the school, and of course now I kind of still do, but at that point in time, I had a set time, I had a certain paycheck, right? It showed me on how I had to be a leader. You know, I had to show forth a certain amount of responsibility. So if you cannot do that at your job right now, don't talk about how God has graced you to start a business. No, you just don't want someone to tell you what to do. But honestly, you need someone to tell you what to do. So you need to first learn how to stay in that position. And on are you a maximizer? Here's one of the things I always ask people, if they say, oh, I'm ready to leave my 9-to-5 and go into full entrepreneurship. What have you done for that company that has transformed that company? Now, you should be a solution giver. So a 9-to-5 is the perfect way to see, are you someone who maximizes wherever you are at? If you have been working at your 9-to-5 and you don't maximize where you're at, you have not tried to go to the next level, you have not tried to offer suggestions, you have not tried to mobilize or anything, then you really are not ready to leave. Now, I'm not here to condemn anyone, but I'm here to say, let's maximize our 9-to-5s and then let's transition, okay? So your 9-to-5 is your foundation. It is not a hindrance. It's not here to keep you back from anything. It's here to help you have some money in your pocket so that you can have some capital for your business to expand your business. Okay, here's the second thing. Wait for quality. Now, some people may not like what I have to say about this, but I can freakily care less. I could care less, okay? And the reason why is because some of you, I may offend you. Again, I frankly don't care. I want you to make money. Sue me. Don't sue me. I really don't have time for it. Okay. Some of you are business owners, but you make pocket change. And I'm not here to be against anybody. I'm not. I just want to help you. I see people all around. You know, $20 services here, $30 services here, $50 services here, $20 services here, $30 services here, you know, and you charge so low for your services. And you say things like, well, you know, this is who I'm, you know, called to help, called to service, all this kind of stuff. Okay. And the reason why you have to have 20 hustles is only because you have never priced yourself at a level where you could only have one business or two businesses or whatever. And the thing about it is that if you're someone who brags about having several businesses, let's let them be high returning ones. Like you bragging about, you know, having all these businesses or doing all these things and they don't make a lot of money, it really is nothing to brag about. I'm just being honest. So like when you brag that you are, you know, you have 30 titles, but you're like making $20 here, $30 here, $10 here, that's nothing to brag about. That's nothing to ever brag about. So when you're building your business and when you're building any kind of business, if it's service-based, if it's product-based, you should be building it to where every single announcement or every single extension of a business or new launch of a business is going to help you to bring in and rake in way more income than you have before, right? So for instance, you know, if you're starting this is, again, it's not for everybody. But if you're starting a certain type of business and, you know, people brag about, oh, I have this business, you know, I've launched this business or I do this. And it's like, okay, well, if you're bringing in only $20 a head, you need to have high value, right? So if you're not having high value, that is an issue. That's an issue, right? That is an issue. It technically is still a hobby. because it's not high value. You want to have a business that has high value if you have low pricing numbers. And if you have high pricing numbers, you need to have a value on quality clients. I have an issue with people who tell me how they want to make, I was telling this to, to Erica when we were talking, I have a problem with people who tell me that they want to make six figures but don't charge six-figure type pricing. You will never have six figures when you don't charge six-figure type prices. So, people tell me, oh, well, I cannot, I'm here to be successful, or let's say you've built an agency or a consulting firm, whatever you want to call it. Well, it's never going to be a firm if you don't charge enough. It's going to just be you. It's going to be you and your computer, and you will be tired, and you will call it hustling. You'll say, oh, you got to work hard. No, you're working stupid, because what you've done is you want to charge regular prices compared. Now, let me break this down for some of y'all. That's why you don't need to rush this business. You need, and that's what I tell my coaching client, I would rather you wait 30 days for a $3,000 client than for you to have 30 clients paying you $100. And some of you hate that. Some of you would never want to hear that, because you know why? You want to be booked. But you can be booked, but you'll be stressed. You'll have no energy. And but this is what they'll tell you. Oh, look at my calendar. I'm booked. All these people are using my services. Yeah, and you're broke. And what? And what else? What else you got? You've had 30, like who? I wouldn't be bragging about having 30 clients. It took me 30 clients to make $3,000. Now, it's different. Now, it's different. Let me just kind of phrase it's different. It's different. Depends upon what you're making. Like, so for instance, if I'm selling popsicles, well, I automatically know that I need to have some high value. You selling popsicles, I think you can sell $100 popsicles. Those things better have gold foil, gold flakes. Jesus better be singing when I have that popsicle for $100 now. But again, you're selling $2 popsicle, well, you have to have what? High value. But see, going into the game, you should have expected that you need to have high value. I don't know why people get all stressed out. Oh, I just didn't think I would ever have to sell so much. Well, you're selling $2 popsicles. What did you think? You gotta sell a lot of those to make some money. But for those of you who are service-based, I am tired of hearing service-based businesses talk about, oh, I'm struggling. You're only struggling because you're not charging high enough. That's an easy change. But here's some of the issues. Here's the issues with that, okay? Because you're not charging enough. Again, you go back to the whole, well, I'm in development process. No, that's a whole bunch of lies. Let's go number. So here's that number. So number 1 was 9 to 5 is your foundation. It's not a hindrance. Use that money to do 3 things: stack, flip, and invest. Those are the 3 things. Every woman needs to stack, flip, and invest. Every woman should be stacking her paper. Every woman should be flipping her paper. You take that money, put it into the business. Take that money, put it into a franchise. Take that money, put it into a business structure. You take that money, you have to use the money to expand the money. This is basics, but some of us need to kind of wake back up to the dreams that we've been having and realize that in order for your money to expand, that money needs to stretch into some other areas. So stack, flip, invest. Stack my money, flip my money, and I need to have some assets. Let me tell you something, ladies. You know what makes you more attractive? Assets. I'm not talking about your behind either. Have some assets, because when you look at your worth, and when it comes to money, your worth, let me tell you something. You don't own anything. If you don't own anything, you need to start owning some things. If you don't have, again, you don't have to start a business. You can invest in a business. You can invest in a franchise. No one's telling you that you have to actually be behind the desk. I'm just telling you, you have to have something where you're stacking, flipping, and investing. So I can either flip it. I can flip homes. I can flip businesses. I can be an investor in a startup. I can be an investor in a business. But guess what? To be an investor, you got to have some money. You're not coming for $500. Okay, you have some more money than that, okay? Franchises, talking about several $100,000, maybe $100K, $250, $500. But guess what? You could do it if you were stacking. Investing, you need to have some CDs, IRAs, mutual funds. I mean, so if you just have a 401K, that's a problem. Okay, because the Social Security account and the 401K is not going to be enough. If you have children, college accounts. I mean, but guess what? Where's it going to start? That 9 to 5. That's why that 9 to 5 is so important. I wish more people value their 9 to 5 instead of being, so anti their 9 to 5 because you just want to be free. Being free means nothing if you're not making money. Okay, so some of us, you're starting a business because you think you're going to have more freedom when really you're just walking to another job because of the way you're structuring it. So I'm not here to start a business to create another 9 to 5 for myself. If I wanted another 9 to 5, I would just get another business. I would just get another job. Okay? So if you're here to start a business, you're not here to start another 9 to 5. You're here to start a business. This is what I was telling my client. I was telling her, great conversation we were having. I was telling her, I said, listen, God did not give you that business for you to do the same thing that you could be doing at your job. Your job has limited income, right? So when you build your business and you lowball yourself, guess what you've built? Limited income. If I'm going to build a business, sacrifice my time, my energy, my capital to build a business, let it be something, okay, that is more than what I'm making. So number 1, 9 to 5 is your foundation, not a hindrance. Number 2, wait for quality. That's like, in other words, I'm going to wait for quality clients because if you have a 9 to 5, that gives you time to do what? To maximize your business, to bring in quality clients. You did not start a business to service everybody and their mama, okay? You not start a business to help everybody. You started a business to hit some goals. That's why I don't hate it when people say purpose over profit. Death to that statement. Death to it. I pray that the Holy Spirit knocks it down and doesn't rise up. I pray a Lazarus spirit on that quote. I pray that quote goes down like Jairus' daughter, but it doesn't get up. I pray. I'm serious. I'm praying. I'm praying that it goes in the tomb and it never comes out, because that status right there has messed so many of you up. So many. Purpose over. Like, y'all try to be fake humble, and that's why, guess what? You're fake humble, but you're really broke. Let's just equate that. Fake humility, but real brokenness. Fake humility, but a negative bank account. Fake humility, but, purpose over profit. I just value helping people. And so it doesn't matter, what they are coming in with does not matter. Your budget does not matter. I am here to help you. That's a bunch of foolishness. Because I'm gonna tell you this: when you pay for your mortgage, okay, you pay for your business bills. When you go pay the car notes, they're not gonna say purpose over profit. We don't care if you can't pay your bill because we care about you. You know what? Yeah, they do care about you, but guess what they also care about? They have employees they got to pay. Someone has to feed their kids, and they're not going to say, oh, we can't pay, we can't pay payroll because we care about purpose over profit. So we didn't charge these people our worth, so, you're just going to have to figure it out. You know what I would do if I was working at that 9 to 5? I would probably almost I'm not going to lose my Christianity, but I would have some choice words to say to them in the Holy Spirit, words that cannot be uttered, okay? And I would, okay, listen, run me my money, okay? Run me my payroll paycheck, okay? So because they can't do it, you should do it, okay? If you're, now look, if your mortgage company accepts grace and the Holy Spirit, will all praises be unto that company. But guess what? Most of them don't. So you need to charge your worth so that you can do what? You talking about, oh, I want to fly my kids to Boca. I want to put my kids in these top tier schools. I want my grandchildren to have trust funds. Well, unless you charge your worth, they will not have any funds. Okay, you won't have funds. So that means if they can't have funds, you can't have funds. So what I'm saying is wait for quality. Having a 9 to 5 gives you the ability to maneuver and build up a business, because guess what? If it's on the side, then, I have my 9 to 5 money coming in, and then I can spend time building my business to the level in which I can bring in what I need for this business to function. But you cannot start your business charging anything. That's the myth. People say, oh, well, just start off doing whatever. That's a bunch of foolishness. And then let's keep on moving. Number 3, stop hesitating on the money you have, not because you work not. Lord, Lord, Lord. Stop hesitating on the money. Hesitation will kill you. It'll kill your pockets. It'll kill your money. Being somebody that's like this with like going will mess you up. So, oh, I'm not sure I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm not sure I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So this whole back and forth makes you tired. Then that makes you want to quit. Then that makes you want to give up. Then you don't want to do anything. So the thing about it is that, and so saying everything can change, but your hunger can't, right? So like I was telling, you guys know my joke, right? The crackhead on the corner. This may be too unprofessional for some of y'all, but this is GG, this is me. So the crackhead on the corner has no business cards. He has no website. He has no social media presence. If he does, it will never equate to him being seen as a drug dealer. Let's look at Tommy from Martin. We knew what he really did. He just didn't say it. Okay. That man had no business cards. We didn't even know where his building was. Okay. He kept on saying he was at the building across the street down the corner. And then he said, oh, you know, that business closed. Now I'm working over here on the street corner, right? The man has no business cards, has no website, has no social media. He has no content calendar. He has no accountant. We know why. And yet they continue to destroy our communities making money. Continue. Tonight, there's somebody right now picking up a rock, and I don't mean pebbles. And the fact of the matter is that he's making his money destroying our community. Now, for you, what is your excuse? You're not even destroying the community. You're trying to build up the community. You're trying to, you know, do something right. And what's your excuse? If the crackhead on the corner has no shame in his game, why do you have shame in yours? I'm really confused on how that happens. So he's out there. I mean, he's destroying families. I mean, rightfully destroying families. I mean, he's not supposed to, but that's what he's doing. He made his decision. But yeah, here you are trying to, you know, do something right. And you hesitate. Oh, I'm not sure if I should do it. I'm not sure. Maybe then you go ask all these people who have no basis in your life, what do you think if I do this? Do you think it could work? Do you think? So here we go. Let's keep on going. Number 4 then. So how do I stop hesitating? You got to get to the money. Scare yourself to make money. That's what I always tell people. Scare yourself. If you're not willing to scare yourself, you're not going to be good. Do things that scare you. Do things you would normally not do. Now, that is what breaks fear. What breaks fear is action. This is what I was posting today. You don't need another motivation video. You don't need another quote. You don't need another webinar. You know what you need? You need to make a choice. You need to make a decision. You need to make a decision to go do the stuff. This is not, that's why I get confused with people that, oh, I just need, that's what I was telling before. I need a word. You don't need a word. You need to go, you need to get up. You need to go do something. That's what you need to do. So you need to go to the money. Now, where is the money? Now, here's the thing. If you are charging lower than what you're worth, then usually it's because of people, places, and things. You're either in the wrong place. Let's put in the order. You're either around the wrong people, you're in the wrong place, which means you're also in the wrong environment. So for you to have a productive business, you know, you don't need to be where you're not supposed to be. Now, where you live and what you charge are 2 different things. If I live in Section 8, does not mean I charge Section 8 pricing, right? What am I saying? Is that for your business, some of you are really not making any money because you are doing it. First of all, you're doing the wrong things. Many of you have not done any research in your business. Most people who have built up capital for their business, most people who are investing into other companies, whether they're venture capitalists, whether they are silent investors, silent partners, whatever, these people take out time to do research. For instance, you know, for me, my family, when we're looking at putting schools in other areas, we don't just pick a location and just say, oh, we're going to plant a school here and we just pray it's successful. That is some of the dumbest crap. And I hear people say it all the time. I know maybe a little bit harsh. Oh, well. What we do is we research to figure out our first of all, the price point that we're trying to enter at. Are people in that area going to pay it? If they're not going to pay it, we're in the wrong area. Okay. Number 2, do we have enough foot traffic? Or is the area that we're in, is it not enough foot traffic? So that means that we would need to increase our marketing budget to bring awareness to the location and where we're at. There are things you gotta. These are just talking. These are not even like real deep discussions. That's just a general thing I'm going to automatically think about before I even think about, okay, is this willing to be a location for us? There are so many factors. You have to know the factors. Okay, so that's why I'm saying get to the money. Get to where the money is. Wherever the money is, that's where you go. Now, you have to have discernment because not everyone who has the money is still for you. So you have to also have discernment in your business. So you don't just do partnerships with everybody. You don't just work with everybody. You have to pray for discernment. Okay, we're almost done. Number 5, stop building 30-day businesses. Your business is not a subscription box, nor is it a trial run. Hi guys. You know how milk has an expiration date? That's how some of y'all treat your businesses. You know how, like, if you buy milk from Walmart, usually it lasts about 2-3 weeks. That's how some of y'all are. Y'all treat y'all's businesses like Walmart milk. Maybe I'm offending you. I frankly don't care. I want you to have money. And some of you have friends who, you know, just don't give you any good advice because they themselves have no advice of their own for their own lives and they're stuck. So, yeah. If you treat your business like a 30-day business, like Walmart milk, you'll be messed up. I was talking to one of my bros a couple of days ago, and he was running through his, going through his, he said, oh man, I'm building up my business. The live is going to be on my YouTube channel. So it's on my Facebook, streaming from my Facebook. So I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel. So I'll make sure the link is going to be posted on my Instagram. So I was talking to one of my bros. He was like, yeah, you know, I'm building my business, you know, really trying to get out here, trying to really, you know, stack my money. I was like, okay, great. Let me look at your business plan. Look how things are laid out. Oh gosh. So I'm talking to him and, you know, we're going over things. I'm like, hold on. So after, okay, let me just get this right. So it cost you this much. They paid this much. So technically per project, you only made this much. Do you know that you only made that much? And you do know you don't have to like bring in like 10, 20 more clients to even turn a profitable profit for you even to cut a check. For you even to have payroll for yourself. He was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, yeah. Is this still a hobby? I mean, because technically this is a hobby because you're not making any money. This is still a hobby. You're treating this like Walmart milk. This will expire in 2 weeks. That's why having a 9-to-5 is a saving grace. Some of you are trying to run from your 9-to-5. Stay in that boat and you let God build your business because you need time to build quality to charge your worth. Some of you do not have any patience to build the quality of your business. The one thing that people come to me for and think that I can skip is the time for them. I find it very funny. They think that by getting my strategies, by obtaining my strategies, by me coaching them, that somehow I'm going to help them skip the time that it took to help me build my business. Time is something that is necessary in business. It takes time to test, it takes time to develop, and it takes time to charge your worth because you have to build up exposure of your brand. You have to build up connections and networking. You have to take out the time to meet people across the road, across the street, you know? So you can't just come out the boat, oh, it's just not working. For those of you who got into business to just do something, you're not going to last. If you got into this business because you're just trying to turn some quick money, you're not going to last. Why? Because good money is not quick money. Good money may take 30 days. Good money may take 2 weeks. Good money may take a week. But you don't give up because it's not taking how you expect to. First of all, if you stay your 9-to-5 and you build yourself up, by the time you're ready to leave, you will have a business that you can actually walk into. But when you build a Walmart milk-like business, after 2 weeks, that baby expires. You try drinking that milk and see what happens. You know? I'm telling you, it's hilarious. So when people tell me like, oh, I've been in business for 3 years. You're just getting started. Like when I tell people, I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. My mother has been in business for over 10 years. And to us, we're just getting started. Again, we're building for a lifetime. So when you're building for a lifetime and people say stuff like 2 years, 3 years, whatever, it doesn't mean anything. It's like you're just getting started. Why? The market is always changing. So you always are having to evolve. You're having to evolve products. Customer behavior is changing. So you may have to change some things in your model. So, I mean, it's like to be in business, it's not what most people think because, again, we get into business because we just want to make some money. That's not how it works. So how do you build a kingdom business that lasts? You build it to last a long time. And you have patience to last a long time. You got to have patience in business. Because here's the thing I want to end with as well is, for some of us, we're not making the level of income that we dreamed about, because we're not willing to charge our worth. We're not willing to wait for people who are willing to charge our worth. So you take on projects that are actually cheaper than what you normally would charge, or really what you should charge. And then you want to do in the grace of, oh, purpose over profit. Bump that. You also do things where, you know, you partner with people, and you do partnerships and collaborations that aren't worth a hill of beans. And you want to talk about, oh, well, I'm just building up sisterhood. Sisterhood that makes me broke? Is that sisterhood? I'm still trying to figure that part out. The whole sisterhood that makes me broke thing. I still don't get that part. Where I do it in the name of sisterhood, and then I have no money to pay my mortgage. Still trying to figure that whole thing. It's not sisterhood, in my opinion, if you're not taking care of your sister. But again, maybe we have different concepts. Maybe some of us come from different backgrounds and different experiences. But all I do know is this: when you build your business, it's not a hobby and it's not an option. When God gives you a business, it's not an option. He's expecting you to put your hands to the plow. When God gave Nehemiah the commandment to build the wall, it was not an option. When Moses was picked by God to go back and free those people from Egypt, it was not an option. And whenever Moses tried to make it an option, God spoke back to him in that burning bush. Whenever, okay, we look at Abraham trying to doubt himself, God had a word to say unto him, okay? Whenever we treat it like an option, God always has a response. Some of you are still making your business an option, and that's one of the reasons why you keep on failing, because it's not an option. God is counting on you to do that job, and if you just see it as just a job, as just a this, as just a that, you'll have just that amount of money, you'll have just this and just that. But if you're trying to have more than enough, you need to push yourself to the level. Let's read some of these scriptures, because we need to get done. So I just want to read these scriptures and we're going to be done, because some of you are really messed up in your business, and I'm telling you, you're never going to make the money that you need to make. But it's time to change that. It's time to build a business that actually pays you. And remember, if you want to build a business that just makes regular money, you can have a 9-to-5 for that. We don't build businesses to make the same amount that we're making on our jobs. So if you're trying to actually have a business, you need to charge respectable. Okay, let's charge the respectable amount. Here we go. We're going to read Nehemiah 6 and 9. Scrolling down to the scripture that I have here. It says, they were trying to frighten us, thinking their hands will get too weak for the work and it will not be completed. But I prayed, now strengthen my hands. The reason why I'm reading that scripture again, this Nehemiah 6 and 9, is that people will always approach you to make you feel like you can't do the job. They're always going to make you feel like that you're not worthy of doing the work, that somehow your business is not going to get off the ground, that somehow you're just not going to get it done. But Nehemiah, when God gave him that assignment to build that wall, he talked about how the people that were making fun of him, talking about him. But what he did was he did not respond. He prayed. And what he prayed was, God, strengthen my hands to complete the work. Don't spend time talking back to people about your business. Spend time praying to God for God to do what? Strengthen your hands. That's what you need to be more focused on, getting the work done. Not talking about the work, not talking to somebody else about how or defending yourself. It's not your job to defend an assignment that God gave you. It's your job to complete the assignment. It is not your job to talk to somebody about the assignment. It's your job to finish the wall. It's your job to complete the assignment. It's your job to build a business that is successful, that you can pass down to your children's children. So stop defending yourself to people, and you need to focus on your work, okay? Let's go to Proverbs 10 and 4. Proverbs 10 and 4, which says this, and put up, poor is he who works with a negligent hand, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. Why did I bring that one up? Because your wealth comes through your diligence in the right thing. Stop wasting your time chasing rabbit holes in your business. Some of you have talked about, oh, I'm going to expand it this way. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Some of those things need to be cut out. Get back to what was working. Get back to what you knew you should have been doing. But you chasing these rabbit holes, having these little rabbit hole businesses on the side, is distracting you from your work. And I know I'm talking to somebody, because a lot of you have been chasing, I've been seeing them on Instagram and social media, Facebook. Some of you have been just doing stuff. It's rabbit holes. It's rabbit holes. The reason why some of you want to chase this fast money because you don't have time to have patience for the real money. So what you do is you go out here and you join this, you do that. You know, it's a waste of time. You should be focusing on building a business that God gave you. Build what God gave you. Stop picking up other people's dreams and all this kind of stuff because you're too scared to do your work. You're too scared to focus on your paper. You're too scared to do what you're supposed to do. So I just felt purpose to do this. No, you didn't feel purpose to do that. You were too lazy to do what you're supposed to do. But then, you know, you want to say God called you to do something else. That's a whole bunch of bull crap from the bull himself, okay? You need to focus on what God calls you to. Be patient on your own work, okay? It may take longer than other people, but if you're in this for the long haul, longer won't mean much. But if you're someone that's trying to give me fast money, I guess it does. I just need to do it for this. No. Okay, Proverbs 13 and 4. I'm supposed to be almost done. Proverbs 13 and 4. Okay, a sluggard's appetite is never filled, but the desires of the diligent are fully satisfied. A sluggard's appetite. For those of you who have been slow on your business, in other words, you've been hesitant, lazy, you're never going to have your true desires. The desires of the diligent are fully satisfied. The vision board that you guys keep on making and keep on creating, they will never be fulfilled if you don't have a plan to get that money. So I could say, oh, I want to be a millionaire, but you better have $1 million business plan. You better have some $1 million ideas. You better have some $1 million strategy. So you can't, oh, I want to be a millionaire. Well, how are you going to get it? You know, oh, God's increasing my hands. Wealth is coming into my hands. How is wealth going to come into your hands? You have no channels for it. You have no business. You have no investments. You have nothing to sell. You have nothing for anyone to buy. You have nothing to provide. How are you going to make the money? I'm confused. So when we talk about money coming to us building up our wealth, it has to come through a channel. Fish swim in the sea or in water. They don't swim on concrete. They got to place them in something for something to swim. So if something is coming down towards you, you got to have something for it to come into. For Peter to fill his boat, he had to have a net. For you to catch what you want, you've got to have a net. What is your net? And is your net working? If your net's broke, it's not going to work. Here we go. Last thing is Proverbs 21 and 5. I know I get excited, but it's the truth. I want you guys to have what you desire, but you cannot have what you desire if you're not building a business. Some of you are not building businesses. You are building things to do on the side that take up your energy, take up your time, and make you have some kind of social media presence with no money. That's what you're doing. And you know, if that's what you want to do, if you want some fame, you want some exposure, you want to look good in front of people, hey, you know what? You waste your time. You go out here and waste your time, waste your money, waste your resources. All praise to you. You go have fun. But for me, I don't really care about being popular in front of people if I'm still broke. I really don't care about if my name is on a radio channel or on a TV show and I'm not making any money. I'm still trying to figure out why some of you guys are starting TV channels or all these shows, but there's no monetization built in. What are you doing it for? I don't get, oh, well, I'm here to impact the people. Well, how are you going to impact the people with the fact that you're doing all this stuff and you have no money? What's the impact? What's the impact? I don't get it. What's the point? And we say, oh, well, Genesis, it's more about helping people. Okay, so you're telling me that God gave you an idea to help people and you are not being taken care of? No, that was not a God idea. That was just you. You just want to be seen. You want to be heard. You want a mic. You want a TV station. You want your name in lights. Your name will be in lights, but your lights will be cut off. So that's just what it is. Maybe your lights won't be cut off, but you won't have the money maybe that you want to. I'll say it like that. If I'm going to have my name blown up in lights, I want my bank account to match the size of the lights. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Proverbs 21 and 5. Let's get this done. Proverbs 21 and 5. I'm not over here to waste my time. Some of you are going to waste your time. That's great. Here we go. The plans of the diligent lead to profit. Proverbs 21 and 5. The plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. For those of you who want to have quick money, you'll be broke. For those of you who want to be quick and making money, you'll be broke. That's fine. You can go out here and be quick, launch things in 20 seconds, and guess how long your business will last? 20 seconds. Okay? You want to build a kingdom business that lasts? Make sure it lasts. The house that was built on sand washed away. The house that was built, though, on a rock, It stood. Now, it may take you longer to build the house on a rock, but guess what? It will last past your, it will last until your children's children, to your grandchildren's children. It'll last. So if I'm building for legacy, I'm building for longevity. If I'm building for haste and I'm hurrying, it will also fade very soon away. So that's why when I have conversations with people, and they're so built on blowing up, being well known, I laugh. I think it's cute. It's real cute. Because I'm like, but I make more money than you. And I'm not here to judge. I'm just, people know you. I'm glad people know you. But you haven't even monetized people knowing you. If all these people somehow know you, how come your money in your bank account doesn't match it? If all these people, oh man, I'm connected here and I know this, I'm very popular in this city and I do all these things. Okay, you do all these things. Okay, how come it doesn't match your bank account? You might as well call it volunteering. You know what? I'm done. I have an idea. It just came to me. Instead of you being called an entrepreneur, you should call yourself a master volunteer. That's a mind-changing idea right there. Call yourself a master, or you call yourself a volunteer guru. That's better, a volunteer guru, because that's what you are. You give your time and all your energy because you believe purpose over profit. Okay, you believe purpose over profit, so you definitely volunteer. If you believe purpose over profit, you are a girl. You are a bro. You are a. Let me tell you something. There is no volunteer like you, man. Nobody can volunteer like you. Do you get paid for it? No, you sure don't. Is your bank account matching what you do? It sure doesn't. But I'm telling you, you are a master guru volunteer. Yes, you are. You volunteer like nobody else's business, man. You show up. You poured all this energy, man. You are amazing. But guess what? Your money does not match your bank account. So obviously you're a volunteer, because volunteers don't get paid like they should. You're a volunteer. You volunteer your energy, times, and services, right? That's what you are. You're a volunteer. I think that's what you should call yourself. But if you're saying, oh, just as you offend me, I'm not a volunteer, well, then make the money match. Until the money matches, you're a volunteer. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. I want you to build business at last. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some patience. But again, I'm not here to have names and titles that afford me nothing. I don't believe that God gives us things and they cannot take care of us. That's kind of odd. Kind of really odd. I don't think God's like that. It'd be kind of odd. Don't you think? Kind of odd. So whatever you're building, monetize it. If it can't be monetized, you shouldn't be doing it. Oh, Genesis. But even nonprofits monetize. They take care of themselves. So if you're doing something that is not being monetized or cannot be monetized and people are not buying into it, you may need to rethink some things. And that's the honest conversation. Someone, one time they said, Genesis, we would love to have you do this TV show. Oh my gosh, for our network, we would love to have you. And I said, okay, so what's the plan for the money? Oh, well, we're going to just see how it builds out across time. Okay, I don't have time for it because I have my own business. So if it's not going to help me in any kind of way, I volunteer at my church. That's enough. I give hours at my church, okay? That's the limit of my volunteering. So past my church, that's it. Okay? Love you guys so much. I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your day. Have a happy, put my glasses on. A happy Valentine's Day. May you love your business like you love yourself. And if you don't love your business, you're not going to love yourself. Well, no, in reverse, if you don't love yourself, you're not going to love your business. I pray that you love on your business, that whatever I've shared with you, that you love your business. I know I look crazy, but I love my glasses. Love your business, okay? My biggest focus for these next couple months is to plant these schools for my mom. She built this legacy. It's my job in these next couple of months and years to help this business flourish, to help these schools be planted like nobody's business, baby. So my focus is that if these locations do not profit us, I'm not putting them anywhere. I'm not going to put them in these little areas, whatever, you know what I mean? So what I'm saying for you is you need to do the same thing. If it's not profiting you, don't do it. Don't be a volunteer. You a volunteer enough. Okay, so, stop making yourself a volunteer guru. You need to get paid for what you do. And if you're not seeing the money come in, you either need to change some things, you need to walk away from some things. Remove the rabbit hole. So let's go over our 5 things that we can be done. Number 1, a 9 to 5 is your foundation. It's not a hindrance. Use the money to build some capital to what? Stack, flip, and invest. As simple as that. Number 2, wait for quality. It's better to have one client that pays you $3,000 than for you to have 300 horrible clients because you just want to be booked. Okay, I'm not waiting to be booked by horrible clients. I'm not waiting to be booked for me to be, have no energy. I'm building a business for the lifestyle that I want. I'm not building a business to be like a slave. If I wanted to be a slave, I will stay at my 9 to 5 for that, okay? So then number 3, stop hesitating on the money. You have not because you work not. Go to where your money is. So you get coffee in the hood and your money's not in the hood. Now, if your money's in the hood, get money in the hood though, okay? If your money's in the hood, get money in the hood. But if your money's not in the hood, maybe go get your coffee up yonder, okay, where the cars that you want to drive and the homes where you want to live are located at. Maybe you need to go get your coffee 30 minutes away because you need to sit down, okay, to Miss Mabel, okay, who has, a couple $1 million to spend and she's looking for her next business to invest in, or maybe she's looking for a new vendor or contractor. Hey, you never know what that coffee may do. So you need to start spending time where your money is at. Okay. Facebook, Instagram, almost done. Number 4, get to the money. Hustle, 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 okay? But hustle wisely. Hustle wisely. Number 5, stop building 30-day business, or as we said, do not treat your business like Walmart milk. Walmart milk expires about 2 weeks. Organic is about 4, okay? The point is that it expires. The way you build it is how it will last. So if you want to build a 30-second business, you'll have a 30-second business. You want to build a 20-year business, you'll have a 20-year business. The whole goal is build something that will last. Longevity, you got to have, legacy equals longevity. Let's reverse it. So if I want to have a legacy, I got to have longevity. See you guys later. Ladies, if you have not taken the Secure Masterclass, which so many of you have, we had several women. So a whole bunch of women came through the door, which I love. So Secure Masterclass is up. It's free. You go to genesisdorsey.com. Link is in my bio on Instagram. Link is with this video here on Facebook. Pastors and leaders, the 2018 church marketing plan goes out in 48 hours. Yes. So if you're ready for Easter, guess what? That 48 hours, I will be dropping for churches and creative teams your marketing plan for Easter, because you have not started. You start, especially after Valentine's Day. That's when we start. So 48 hours, it goes out. You can go to genesisdorsey.com in the menu, click on 2018 church marketing, and you'll be able to sign up for free. You'll join the email list and you will get your marketing plan in 48 hours. See you guys later. Love you guys so much. Be blessed. Bye. My Facebook.